What if I told you you could make these Lego dancers move without even touching the minifigs? But how does it work? The secret is gears. Big gears, small gears. Some turn fast, some slow. And today, we're building a Lego dance floor that actually works. Not only will you learn how gears push each other, by the end, you'll be able to build with gears to make anything spin at any speed and in any direction you want. I'm Preston with Sprattronics Learning Lab. And first, we're gonna build this dance floor. Then, we're gonna do a freeze dance challenge. Finally, we're gonna take apart our dance floor and rebuild it in several ways as we master how gears move. By the end, you'll be able to make your dancers move in any direction and at any speed you want. Let's dive right in. For our directions, we're gonna be using Book A, and we start right at the very beginning on page 4. Now we put these two long beams onto the end of that white base plate, and now we're gonna be building some platforms for our gears to go on. Do you know what a gear looks like? Have you ever seen a gear before? How would you describe a gear? Gears are typically round with lots of teeth around the edge. Those teeth are those grooves. How do you start turning a gear? You use a force, such as a push or a pull. What ways can gears turn? Gears can turn clockwise, counterclockwise. You could even say this way, that way, or around. So we're building our moving dance floor, and those white pieces that we've built with are where we're gonna mount our gears. So this little purple gear, we snap right onto the small one, and you can test it out by spinning it around. We'll attach our large green gear, and a good thing to do might be to count how many teeth are on each of these gears. So those teeth, another name could be nubs or outcroppings, but those are called teeth of the gear. And we've pretty much built our dance stage right here. We need some music, so let's throw a boombox on there. And that boombox is what's gonna make our first gear go round. We're gonna use our finger to pull or push on that gear. Let's build us a DJ to operate this gear box. And this DJ, give her whatever name you want to give her. We might have a special guest DJ joining us later, so stay tuned all the way to the end to see what special guest DJ might help us as we learn how our gears move. It's time to clear our space and put this DJ behind our turntables. And we're gonna set this DJ right here. Here in a moment, I'm gonna have you build the rest of your characters to put out there. But our DJ is now behind the turntables, and as we turn this brick, we can see our gears are starting to move. Let's zoom up close and check out our DJ as they start to mix some tracks for us. DJ is a person who plays music. We're gonna be using this DJ with the red hat to show us the drive gear. That's the active gear, the gear we're putting a force on by pushing or pulling it. It's time to put the rest of our dancers onto our dance floor, so go ahead and build some minifigs or find some minifigs that you enjoy and put them onto the dance floor in different spots. We're going to be using these minifigs throughout our video and throughout our lesson to count and to see what direction our dance floor is moving or how many times it spins around. Go ahead and apply a force to that drive gear where the DJ is, and you'll see that everybody starts to move. They're busting a move out there. Oh man, he went flying. We're dancing almost too hard there in the back. So go ahead and make sure your dancers are able to dance. And the next thing we're going to do is play a game called Freeze Dance. So when the music is playing, spin your gears and have your characters dance. And when the music stops, stop moving. We just finished a great round of freeze dance. It's time now to figure out how our gears move and work, how to speed them up, slow them down, and change direction of certain dancers. Here's our first setup. We've got our DJ in the red hat right over here. We have our purple gear, which is going to be the one that the DJ spins to make every character dance. We'll put a character upside down here. I want to say that I really like putting a rabbit right next to this arrow piece. That way when I'm looking, I can count, or I can see where this rabbit starts at. Sometimes it's hard to see that character upside down. Ooh, I lost the rabbit. So I'm going to attach a rabbit right there so that I can see how many times the rabbit goes around. And then let's put some dancers. And I can put those dancers just about anywhere. I'll put this cat here, and I'll put this character here as well, facing the same direction. So our music starts, and our DJ starts to spin the dance floor. And as I spin, I notice that my two characters on the blue wheels are going opposite directions. One is going clockwise, and the one on the bottom is going counterclockwise. And I'm pulling this gear towards me. I could go the other way and push the gear. And you can see we've got our characters spinning in different ways. Let's see, here's the arrow. Let's count how many times everybody spins when I turn around. So we turn the purple one around one time. Nobody's gone all the way around yet, so let's do maybe 10 times with the purple one around, and we'll count how many times every gear person spins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you count how many times that rabbit went all the way around, or the dancers? In this example, we've had a small gear pushing a big gear. This is called gearing down. The big gear moves slowly, but very strongly. Let's rebuild this. Take all your gears off, and we're gonna put it together now with the big gear in the front, followed by a small gear, and then our two intermediate blue gears. This big gear at the front is called gearing up. This is a high gear ratio. One turn of that green gear is going to make that purple small gear move many times. It's time now to meet our guest DJ. We give you Mondo Llama. And Mondo Llama is gonna help us with our final challenge of the day. How can we get those two dancers on the blue gears to turn in the same direction? The key to that is to put a gear in between the two of them called an idler gear. And that idler gear is gonna let two gears turn in the same direction. And if the gears are the same size, they'll turn the same direction at the same speed. Now that you've mastered gears, what will you build next? A spinning amusement ride? A gear-powered machine? Drop a comment with your ideas. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more LEGO engineering fun.